Hi Mercy folks, this is Elina. Today's video is on the favorite subject of mine, or one of the most favorite ones, is scheduling too much, optimizing and managing several different professions, if I may put it this way. But first of all, I would like to remind everyone, and especially artist entrepreneurs, that I have a whole entire playlist that I made on organizing your own projects, on managing your artistic career yourself, applying for grants, building up network, working in marketing, pretty much promoting your own art, being your own artist manager while you are an artist. And the link to the playlist is linked right here. And at the same time, you may sign up for a personal consultation with me. The link is in the description below. I have had 5 years of experience in artistic entrepreneurship. You can also read about what I have done in which countries by clicking on another link. Everything is listed below. And another reminder, I have another playlist that might be especially relevant to those who are applying for artistic doctorate programs. And most of the deadlines are coming up soon, so please check out the playlist above. Once again, there are videos on how to write your proposal, how to prepare for your interview presentation, what kinds of interview questions you might be asked, as well as videos telling you about my personal experience researching for the schools, applying for the schools, and generally what are the main types of doctoral degrees in the arts at universities which offer an opportunity to conduct your research in English. And I analyze countries around the world and which types of degrees they offer and what is the difference in between. I'm going to link that video especially right here above. Once again, I'm happy to provide personal consultations about this subject if you are currently preparing your proposal for submission for an artistic doctorate. Same link below, and I'm looking forward to brainstorming your project with you. But today, let's talk about scheduling, overscheduling, time management, dealing with things. So what I personally do is that I combine being a musician, being a photographer, a doctoral candidate in music and multidisciplinarity. I run my own artistic organization, Intertwining Arts. The channel is linked up here, by the way. Check it out. We have 4 full-scope films released during the last 5 years. I am a research assistant at the doctoral school where I'm a doctoral candidate. And I also am a representative of the Austrian Student Union. This is where I currently reside. It's called OHA, and I'm very proud to be representing my doctoral school at the Austrian National Student Union. It's a lot. How do I deal with all this? Well, that's now the fun part, because I'm working on optimizing, prioritizing, and I want to hear your experience. How has it been going for you, especially those people who are artists and those who combine a lot of things, being entrepreneurs, perhaps working in academia, perhaps working on your doctoral degree, or being a postdoc researcher, being an artist who runs it all. Please share how you manage your time, because I'm super curious. So what am I doing right now is that I'm learning to optimize, which means that I have to keep in mind that there is a limit of the hours we have in a day, but more than that is that the limit is much smaller for the hours when we can work with the deepest concentration. And this is what is in fact needed for any artistic process and for any research process. So I am learning to say no to certain things, which is not very easy, but there is no other way. And well, if you have found any other way, please let me know. But so far it is optimizing, and unfortunately it's just not possible to commit to everything. I am a perfectionist. If you're like this, let me know. But for me, it's a problem if I commit to something and then I cannot do the work really well. I try to do the best I can in everything that I commit to. So the key for me is to commit to less rather than to sacrifice the quality of my work. Sometimes that's also inevitable and it does not feel good. But right now I have arrived to a conclusion that I have to actually do less. So what's new in 2022 for me is that I don't get frustrated saying no as much as it would be before. I understand that that's the natural flow of things and there is no other way if I still want to live past 2022. So yeah, what was first for me is that I actually have postponed a big project that I wanted to do this year, but I have never done it this way, that I would have just postponed a project of my own indefinitely. I'm talking of something of a large scope. That's sad on one hand, but on the other hand, it's necessary in order to be able to finish the other projects that I have committed to, and hopefully to do the one that I cancelled next year in the future, and to do it with full commitment. Also, I believe that the plan is nothing, but the planning is everything, meaning that flexibility is the key. Of course, we all want to stick to the plan, but sometimes it's impossible and life brings up its own spices and we have to figure out how to live with those. So I think that what's the most important now, instead of really sticking to the deadlines that you set for yourself, to be more flexible and to not be frustrated over the fact that, for example, you're not accomplishing something by the deadline you set for yourself, because we are all living beings and life happens and things happen, and of course sometimes we have to adapt. But I think what's the most crucial here is being ready to adapt at any given moment. For me personally, it's a huge difference compared to what it was like before, because before I was not always ready to adapt if life would bring something else in. I would just try to stick to my own plan, to not be flexible, to tell myself, okay, I have to accomplish this project, I have to meet this deadline, no matter what. Even if I die in the process, I will still do it, it doesn't matter, but I have to do ABC the way I planned initially. And I think it gave me a lot of hard time. It brought a lot of exhaustion and fatigue and some kind of a mini burnout. I'm saying mini because probably there are larger burnouts, so burnouts on a larger scale, but for me, I have had maybe 2-3 months that were really difficult for me. That was about a year ago, and I realized that I have to change something about my strategy. It's about how I work as an artist, about how I run my organization, about how I create my projects, how I manage my career. And now I have this new job. By the way, a video about it is right here. I'm gonna tell you more about that and my working processes soon. But now I have more responsibilities than before, so I realized, Elina, this just doesn't work if you keep, setting hard deadlines for yourself and if you're not flexible. Because now I have some certain deadlines that are bound to my work, and I have to adapt and come up with more sustainable solutions for my own independent work. That's why I thought this video might be helpful for some of you who are in a similar situation. So maybe you are self-employed part-time and employed another part-time, or maybe you're changing your career, maybe you are changing the direction in your profession right now, because there are so many things one can do, even if you take one given profession. So yeah, I think that's crucial now. I'm learning new ways. I cannot wait to see what this year, this spring especially, is going to bring, because this is when the first results of my new strategies are going to come to life. And I hope that you are also working towards the same I don't want to say the same goal because it's not really a goal, it's more of a lifestyle, you know, so maybe you're going in the same direction. Please tell me how your experience has been. I hope this video brought some useful thoughts into your weekend. I hope you're gonna have a great week. Stay flexible, stay creative, don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next vid. Bye!